guys, and today we'll be looking at a beginner's guide to jungle adventure in The Sims 4. So, first what you're going to need to do is go to the phone, click travel, take a vacation. You can select other Sims, but it doesn't really matter. So, then you're going to want to pick where your Sim's house will be. Click Salvadora, and this is where you pick your house, and that's where all of the secrets are, though it doesn't really pose much interest in the actual game. It just shows you a small map of it. Once you have selected your house, click the amount of days you want to rent it, and then wait for it to load up. Now, once it is loaded up, you will get a notification and you can read that yourself. It may be useful, and if you check in your inventory, then you'll actually find some useful gear. See? Now, I was previously doing a Strangerville on this sim, but I decided not to, so I'm just going to sell these quickly. I'm sorry if this takes too long. And what you'll get is some rock climbing gear, a machete, and some anti-spider spray. Now, what you're going to have to do, it takes a little while, so you're going to want to keep on getting over to the map, and then you're going to want to go there. There are toilets there, and you can read the poison and awareness poster. Once your sim has gotten over there, check preparation checklist. This isn't necessary, but it can help you because there are some things that you can prepare for. There are a lot of spiders that will do certain things to your sim, such as electrocute them and set them on fire. I will show this in the video later on and tell you ways to stop them, but I may have that one of them does include cheats if it may take too long or your sim will die. You want to clear the path with your hand, so this may take a while. And then, once you have done that, it will say abandoned campsite. You can do both, but it doesn't really matter what. I'm going to take a quiet look around. Okay, so you don't need to read that, but yeah, and you need to arm yourself otherwise with that item, and then you can read that, and your sim will then get scared moodlet. Now this can pose as a bit of a debuff, and now my sim is getting attacked by lightning bug. There isn't really much you can do to fix this, but your sim will get a dazed plus 40 debuff from this. So you're probably going to want to have to wait that out. Okay? Is go over to this bridge. And this is where you're going to really start getting nearer to the temple. Now I will only be covering the main prize of this, so if I'm missing anything, I am very sorry, and you can post that in the comments. So you can just go right past the bridge. And then this takes a while, but then you'll eventually find another one of these. You can use a machete if you want now, but you probably want to use that slightly later. And your sim will get a flirty moodlet from the waterfall. And it doesn't really pose much of a difference, but it may be useful to know. So now, once your sim has cleared the path with their hands, which may take a while, then what you're going to want to do is it will come up with another campsite pop up again. It doesn't really matter what one you select, but basically it takes a rather long time for your sim to clear this with their hands, and it can be slightly annoying. So once your sim has gotten through, you'll see that you've got the abandoned campsite pop up again, and this time I'm going to avoid the campsite, but you still get the exact same result, and your sim will get another scared moodlet. Now here my sim is actually getting attacked by fireflies. Now this is actually rather dangerous because your sim will actually be set on fire, and there's probably not very easy ways to get your sim to be not on fire. And there's actually a countdown on the bottom left of how long it will take for your sim to die. Now my sim is way too far away from the house to actually make it. So I would recommend you put testing cheats on and hold shift on your sim. And that's the top trigger, that's all of the top trigger buttons on Xbox and PlayStation. Press that once, then type testing cheats true, and then hold shift or press and hold A and B and press on your sim. And basically my sim did have a pull. I tried to do something and it was actually rather scary. I wasn't wanting my sim to die. Beth Sterling just called me asking for 1,000 simoleons, but basically at that point I'd realised that my sim was too far away, so at that point I just had to do a test. I had to do cheats for them to extinguish themselves because I wanted to continue on with the video. And I hope this helps because your sim probably wouldn't make it to their house at this point. If you get there early on, then possibly. And I'm just gonna take my sim to the shower for now, just because even doing cheat need make happy doesn't work on them. See? Now what you're going to want to do at the temple is first, you see that bush behind your sim? You can actually make your sim have a nap in there. And see, I am at the temple and your sim can have a nap in that bush because their energy moodlet may be low. Or if it's just dark, you might prefer it when it's daytime. So you can nap in there, or your sim could go to the bathroom. So once you have done that, then your sim can just continue on with the actual gameplay. And basically, I just saw like a random parrot, I think, so I got a little distracted there. And alright, I think our sim is almost ready to get to the temple. Okay, our sim is now awake and they're inspired. But they may get a revolting bush debuff if they went to the toilet before that. And you can see there's actually a bit of a puzzle. So here, what you do, activate, and I chose pull warrior's right weapon. It takes a little bit of a while to get there, but eventually your sim will, and then your sim will not get it right. The actual correct answer you want to do is activate and then pull left warrior's weapon. Once you have done that, then it should open up. And basically my sim was just, since my sim was on Strangerville, they ate the strange fruit, so I had to cut that bit out. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you can try to pass that gate, but it usually doesn't work very well. Your sim will just get a notification and it'll basically not really work. I'm just going to clear all wall posts, and as you can see, your sim may need some food. Their food level may be low, and you can see here that statue doesn't really do very much because you're not even in the right room, even though it shows you that. So basically I'm gonna reach into the sun glyph hole, which is actually the wrong one. I just wanted to show you what happened. The correct one here is actually the arrowhead sun glyph. No, the arrowhead glyph. And your sim will just fall asleep. But I don't. And then they will have a scared, then they'll get a scared debuff. So now what you can do is you can go straight over there and you'll see that you don't do any of those anymore. Yeah, so my sim is just going to go all the way over there. And here's another puzzle. This one's quite easy. So here, you want to activate the sun glyph, but I actually forgot the combination to this one, so it took me a while. So at first, like, I knew what one it was, but then I forgot. And your sim can acquire the archaeology skill. So your sim can become quite scared, or they can get a confident mood. Look. So it's actually the sun glyph. And here is the final part. And right behind here you will find the chest. And this is the main prize. And this entire time I was just covering the main prize, not just the little secrets. So it'll give you a little money, and it would also give you something in your inventory that can sell for quite a bit. Or you could just keep it as a decoration. So basically, none of those really work. And anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Bye!